all please rise and remain standing?
It's not.
Yeah, Maddie.
Good morning. Would you all please rise and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and the playing of our national anthem? Gentlemen, please remove your hats. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. Gentlemen, you may replace your hats. It's a magnificent morning. Welcome to the 2021 graduation for Clover Hill High School and the Math and Science High School at Clover Hill. I'm Maddie Campo, SCA President. I'd like to take a moment to recognize our distinguished guests in attendance today. The Honorable Christopher Winslow, Chesterfield County Board of Supervisors, Vice Chair. Clover Hill District, the Honorable Dorothy Heffron. Chesterfield County School Board, Clover Hill District, and Dr. Lisa Hyde, Chief of Schools, Chesterfield County Public Schools. And of course, I'd like to welcome our parents, families, friends, and phenomenal faculty and staff of Clover Hill High School and the class of 2021. We did it, everyone. This one has been one for the history books. But through this complicated journey, we found out we're stronger and braver than we thought. Through every Google Meet, masked event, and social distance gathering, we have been able to strengthen our relationships, even from 6 feet apart. I'm so proud of all of us and wish you all the best on your next adventure. If I could leave you with one thing I've learned in my short 18 years, it's to never give up on your dreams. Stand tall, be proud of who you are, wear some cool socks, and be kind. Congratulations to my fellow classmates of the class of 2021.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Lisa Hyde, Chief of Schools.
Good morning. It is a pleasure to join you today for this very special occasion of the 2021 commencement program for Clover Hill High School. During this school year, many of you have faced challenges due to the pandemic. Although you've faced some obstacles, you have developed new skills and discovered new things about yourselves. I am honored to share in the excitement of your graduation day. I'd like to thank all of those who've guided and encouraged the class of 2021. Your role has been instrumental in preparing our graduates for the challenges and the experiences of the future. Today, I look out on many smiling and happy faces, young adults ready to greet their future, knowing that your possibilities are limitless. Today concludes a significant chapter in your life, and equally as significant, you will begin a wonderful new chapter, a chapter where you will chart your own path, a path filled with hope and promise. As you embark on your endeavors after high school, please remember this quote from Nora Roberts. If you don't go after what you want, you'll never have it. If you don't ask, the answer will always be no. And if you don't step forward, you will always be in the same place. In closing, to the class of 2021, I wish you luck as you go on your way. I trust you will make the most of your opportunities you have been given. With the knowledge you have gained in school, with the guidance of your family, and the wonderful friendships you are made, I am confident you will find success and happiness. Congratulations on your graduation and best wishes on your next adventure. Class of 2021, be a game changer in your community and in the world. Before I leave the podium today, it gives me great privilege to recognize a senior from the class of 2021 with the Superintendent's Medal for Scholarship and Service. This senior will receive a $1,000 scholarship courtesy of a local business that wishes to remain anonymous. The winner, and they don't know who they are, was selected from the administration and staff members because they make good decisions, do well academically, and have a passion to make our community better. As I read their accomplishment, I'd like to ask them to stand up. Then when you come up to the stage with your classmates to get your diploma, you will be presented with the medal and scholarship. Are we ready? Our recipient this morning is Mary Grace Ghazi. Mary Grace has been a servant throughout her time on the Hill, serving as the sophomore and junior class president, as well as the league president and captain of the field hockey team. To ensure Clover Hill remains an inclusive school community, Mary Grace became a founding member of the Allies Club this past school year. Mary Grace is an excellent representation of our Cavaliers, and we are proud to honor her today. Mary Grace will attend the University of Virginia in the fall. Congratulations, Mary Grace.
And now, please welcome the Honorable Dorothy Heffron, Chesterfield County School Board, Clover Hill District.
Good morning, Clover Hill High School, class of 2021. Good morning, parents, loved ones, faculty, administrators, and staff. What a wonderful day to celebrate the achievements of these graduates. And I know we all really just want to get to the part where we cheer for our kids, so I will keep this brief. Friends, this morning we celebrate your achievements throughout your school career. But what today really means, commencement, is to begin. And as you begin this next chapter, I have 2 words of advice. Be brave. When my kids were little, I would tell them how brave they were when they were getting shots or doing something scary, and they'd have tears in their eyes and look at me like I had lost my mind. But you see, being brave doesn't mean you're not scared. It doesn't mean you're not sad. It doesn't mean you're not exhausted and feeling defeated. Being truly brave means you are feeling scared, sad, exhausted, and defeated, and you do the next right thing anyway. Doing the hard thing is brave. Speaking up when you see injustice is brave. For some of us, putting on your shoes and walking out the door itself is an act of bravery. As you make your way through the next chapter of your life, whether you're college bound or headed to your first day on the job or shipping off to boot camp, find moments and opportunities to be brave. When you're feeling scared or sad, do the hard thing. When you feel frustrated and ineffective, be brave. And in the words of Maggie Kuhn, stand before the people you fear and speak your mind, even if your voice shakes. Be brave, class of 2021. You've already succeeded beyond any of our expectations. We can't wait to see what amazing things you will do next. Congratulations.
At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Chris Winslow, Chesterfield County School Board of Supervisors, Vice Chair, Clover Hill District.
Good morning, friends, family, faculty, staff, alumni, and the class of 2021. Let's hear it for 2021. Can we get a good cheer here? Come on. Today, in addition to celebrating the milestone of graduation, I imagine you're thinking a lot about the future, and I don't blame you, especially after the year you've been through. And as a matter of fact, I thank each of you for your endurance this year. Your futures will be filled with the kind of experiences we've been missing. Simple things like a night at the movies, a party at a restaurant, or a large family holiday gathering. If you take college classes, they'll be in person. When you travel, your trip will largely be free of restrictions. When you meet a new person, you'll see more than just their eyes looking out from behind a mask. Indeed, when I think about the future today, I imagine a distant horizon with the sun just starting to rise above it and seemingly endless possibilities about to become illuminated. But still, it's important to take an occasional peek back over our shoulders to learn valuable lessons from our past, to remember we are not the first people to confront severe challenges and triumph over them. In fact, you all aren't even the first American teenagers to have your senior years disrupted by a global pandemic. I'd like to share a brief story about one of them. In 1918, the Spanish flu caused thousands of American high schools to close. The kids were sent home. Instead of laptops and distance learning, they enjoyed a senior year of household chores, farm work, and even jobs in dirty factories. One 16-year-old boy in Chicago found the situation so grim that he tried to enlist in the army and join the fight against Germany, but was rejected for being too young. Undeterred, he forged his birth certificate to get a job with the Red Cross as an ambulance driver. Despite reading newspaper reports about horrific the carnage of World War I combat really was, this kid really just wanted to get away. Well, if he was trying to get away from the Spanish flu, he didn't get far, because during his Red Cross training, there was an outbreak, and he became seriously ill. With hospitals spread thin, he was sent home, where he spent the first week in a state of delirium before his parents nursed him back to health. By the time he recovered and joined his unit in France, the war was over. But he spent the next year of his life driving between various hospitals, serving combat veterans who lost limbs, suffered from brain injuries, and endured catastrophic trauma. To that young man, it must have seemed like pain, death, and despair were following him all over the world. But you'd never know that based on what he did next. You see, his name was Walt Disney. During stretches of boredom in France, he doodled cartoons for the amusement of soldiers there. Just a small way to get a laugh from people in pain, to bring a little light into a world blanketed by darkness. Of course, he went on to found one of the world's great companies, one dedicated to fun, laughter, and enjoyment. The name Disney is known around the world and is synonymous with entertainment. Walt Disney described his teenage years as a formative experience, and while he never explicitly said so, it seems obvious to me that what happened to him when he was 17 stayed with him his whole life. He saw firsthand just how terribly people can suffer and decided and dedicated a life's work to make them laugh. With that choice, he changed the whole world. For him, it started when he drew a picture of a mouse and made it come alive on screen. What is it for you? Because I can guarantee it's something. This pandemic has caused a lot of loss around us. It's been traumatic. It's taken something from you, each of you in different ways, and that shouldn't be minimized. But it's also given you something too. Maybe you've developed a new hobby or interest. Perhaps you've enjoyed a surprising new relationship, or maybe you've been forced to rely upon strengths you didn't even know you had. But this past year has given you something valuable, some positive energy you can build on or develop or share. It's up to you to realize what it is and how you're going to use it. You may not build a massive global company. You may not vex an entire generation of parents who've heard the song "Let It Go" about 1 billion times too many. At least let's hope not. But what you can do is take everything you've experienced this year, decide what it means to you, draw energy from it, and make a choice about how it's going to guide you on your exciting journey forward. Congratulations, class of 2021, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now have the privilege of welcoming our distinguished student speaker to the stage, the 2021 recipient of our Dr. Deborah E. Marks Cavalier Spirit Award, Althea Noonan.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to graduation. I'm overjoyed to be here today with all of you and cannot believe how far we have come and what we have accomplished in 4 short years. Before going into high school, my expectations were colored by several high school experiences in movies and TV shows such as Grease, The Under the Sea Prom, and Back to the Future, and countless Disney Channel movies and shows where it seemed like the students hardly went to class. In reality, my high school experience did not include much singing. School dances did not play songs like Earth Angel, and it was, in fact, school, not a Disney Channel original. However, what the movies always seemed to get right was the immense amount of personal growth and valuable lessons learned through such a formative period. Looking back, I hardly remember a lot of my freshman year. Everything is blurred by time. Much of it stands out in flashbulb memories of analyzing Lord of the Flies, surviving dodgeball in gym class, figuring out how science fair worked, and most importantly, meeting some of my closest friends to this day. Back then, senior year seemed eternally far away, and every senior I passed in the hallway just had to be larger than life. As we've all learned in English classes over the years, most things are about the journey rather than the destination. While from where I'm standing, the destination seems pretty good, it has certainly been a journey to get here. Midway through junior year, I felt like I had high school figured out. I had finally learned the ropes, mostly understood physics class, and could take notes on a chapter of A-Push without spending hours on it. Around that time, we were sent home for our 3-day weekend that turned into 2 weeks, that turned into the rest of the school year. The pandemic certainly threw a wrench into how the rest of high school was supposed to go, and I, like the rest of you, was at a loss for what to do. It has been several long and difficult months since then, filled with hardship and loss for much of the world. For the obstacles that we have overcome as a school and as a class, with the help of our amazing teachers and faculty, I am so proud that we are standing here today to graduate and move on to the next stage of our lives. With our unique experience in particular, I feel that the lessons we have learned and the friendships we have made are more important than ever. Math Sci and Clover Hill in general has taught me so much, primarily the importance of a strong community and empathy, as well as the willingness to learn. In this community, we have learned how to support one another, and above all, learned how to learn and to be the best versions of ourselves possible. Whatever plans come next, I wish all of you the best of luck. I know you all to be motivated and hardworking individuals, and I truly cannot wait to see how each and every one of you will change the world for the better. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2021. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to take a few moments to honor some special folks in attendance today. Will our servicemen and women, active or veteran, please stand and be recognized? We thank you for all you do and have done in service to our country. And while we're showing our appreciation, I'd also like to ask our senior Cavaliers, the young men and women who have made the selfless decision to join your ranks after graduation, if they're already among this graduating group, please stand now and be recognized. From all of us on the Hill, we thank you for all you will do in service to our country. I know that I speak on behalf of the class of 2021 and their families when I extend a sincere token of appreciation to the faculty and staff of Clover Hill High School. With your support, love, and encouragement, and your efforts during this trying time, our Cavalier class sits before you ready to be conferred graduates this morning. Please join me in a round of applause for our faculty and staff. And last but certainly not least, I'd like to turn our attention to the parents and guardians with us today. For the past 13 years in your children's lives, you have been parents, supporters, partners, chauffeurs. You have been everything for your children. And today you get to celebrate them as graduates. On behalf of the faculty and staff at Clover Hill High School, and together with our graduating class of 2021, parents, we thank you. Seniors, for over a year now, and even today, you've heard about what was lost during this pandemic, as well as the hope of what may have been gained. While this past year truly has been an unprecedented time in history, I need you to remember that it is, in fact, just a moment in history, and you are much bigger than this moment. Sure, when you look back on high school, you'll remember your senior year, and you'll remember virtual, hybrid, and concurrent learning, face masks, and social distancing. But that will only be part of the story you tell. The story you will tell will be one of triumph, perseverance, grit, and determination. You will talk about how you learned calculus, chemistry, and AP government remotely through your computer screens, because that was the only way to get it done. You will talk about how you sang in the choir, played in the band, and performed in the athletic arena with masks on during a shortened season where every snap, every play, every musical note counted, because that was the only way to get it done. And still, some of you earned all district and regional honors and broke personal and team records. You made honor roll or perhaps just barely got by, but you figured it out because that was the only way to get it done. In our graduating class of 2021, there are founders and co-founders of nonprofits, entrepreneurs, national merit semifinalists and finalists, gold key winners, all regional and state athletes, artists, and musicians. Too many accolades among you all to name here today. These are your accomplishments. That is your story. And as remarkable as your collective accomplishments have been, that's not what I'll remember the most. I'll remember a group of seniors who taught us that anything is possible, who taught us the true meaning of resilience. I remember back in August when everybody said, no way. You can't learn from behind a screen. They'll drop out. They'll fail. They can't do it. It wasn't easy, but you proved them all wrong. And you sit here today ready to change the world. Well, because that was the only way to get it done. And while I'll always have a little regret that we couldn't give you more opportunities to celebrate together as seniors, this regret will not be how you're remembered here. Your time has been riddled with collective and individual successes and countless displays of leadership, collaboration, and character. You've overcome obstacles and you've persevered. And truthfully, you've done this for the better part of the last 13 years. In the classroom, on the competition fields, and in your personal lives, not just during this pandemic year. And the pandemic doesn't change or define any of that. Rather, it illuminates how truly remarkable your accomplishments are. And this is what helps me sleep at night, because I know that while you're moving on to a world that is returning to normal, you will be the ones to reshape and redefine that normal. So despite all that was lost, you take away a valuable lesson that some people search a lifetime to find. Find a way to get it done. Find a way to finish. Against the odds and the naysayers, you've done that. And now, I know that you're prepared to face and overcome adversity. I know that you're prepared to collaborate and think critically to solve problems. I know that you're ready to lead. The lessons that you've learned will shape your responses, and you will ensure that we, as a society, are prepared to defeat future threats to our way of life. And you will be proof that while hardships and adversity might shape us, they will not define us. Class of 2021, you are our future. And because of you and what you have endured, our future is bright. This is what I know, and that is your story. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. And now it's time for the fun part, the part you've all waited for. Dr. High, I certify that these candidates have met the requirements established by the Commonwealth of Virginia and Chesterfield County, and they are eligible to receive their diplomas. At this time, we will have the awarding of our diplomas.
Amelia Rose Adamchak. Alicia Sarah Akhtar. Chandler Bonham Anderson. Sophia Claire Apodaca. Samuel Timothy Badman. Jacob Robert Bites. Jake Usher Bennett. Ainsley Genevieve Barney. Carter Evan Banks. Hannah Abigail Bowen. Gavin Richard Boland. Landon Ty Borum. Ronnie Edward Boyd. Samuel Luke Bright. Jameson Connor Persichino Brooks. Cassidy Adelaide Avon Burton. Madison May Campo. Abigail Rachel Cardea. Nicholas Vincent Casey. Abby Lauren Chamberlain. Nicole Chang. Somrose Chang. Austin Thomas Chappell. Archit Singh Aditya Shavan. Jared Patrick Conway. Ryan Neil Corsa. Matthew James Crow. Sarah Grace Crow. Hunter Sierra Dean. Samuel Marvin Deal. Anna Josna Del Favero. Allison Elizabeth Dela Cruz. Eliza Claire Campbell Denville. Thomas Douglas Dillard. May Ellen Ditterline. Mark Anthony Dibbins. Caitlin Renee Domke. Jared Blake Duffy. Natalia Yadwiga Dwika. Ashley Faith Dyer. Brianna Grace Everett. Evelyn Ruby Fight. Zachary Glenn Forbes. Reginald Fitzgerald Galloway. Okay. Maxwell Carneal Gailey. Mary Grace Elizabeth Ghazi. Brady Anthony Grumman. Samantha Louise Green. Sean Ryan Clifford Grissom. Jacob Matthew Jordan. Abdomesia Mahore Kamal.
I need you to call.
Okay. Yeah. We good? Okay. Shane Michael Kostick. Christian Blake Kunze. Aiden Kale Lawman. Destiny Juyong Lee. Ken Gental Lin. Zyrick Quadir Hallman. Yafa Farah Hassan. Noah Stephen Hughes. Jackson Thomas Eichley. Grace Noel Jackson. Christopher James Johnson. Connor Reese Johnson. Hayden Westward Johnson. Marin Margaret Jones. Whitney James Jones. Garrett Worth Longest. Amy Sumara Centennial. Keegan Alec Menke. William Keegan Miller. Richard Keenan Mobley. Jackson Hunter Morgan. Liliana Rose Morris. Zachary William Morris. Virginia Grace Mulkey. Isaac Paul Morrell. Gabriel Augustus McWilliams Navarro. Andrew Twanon Wynn. Althea Margaret Noonan. Kellen Kim O'Donnell. Molly Margaret Owens. Elizabeth Kenna Pepper. Deshanta Janae Potts. Nicole May Powell. Jasmine Cassidy Puente. Benjamin Mark Reinford. Connor Lee Wiseman Reynolds. Caroline Tyler Richardson. Tiana May Richardson. Caroline Winfield Roberts. Caitlin Elizabeth Roberts. Zoe Elizabeth Robinson. Koki Martin Robinson. Savannah Ivana Sandlin. Luke Joseph Sardinia. Cameron Bonsecki. John William Saliska. Trey Melvin Sheeran. Daniel Singman Shin. Lucy Catherine Shows. Hunter Caleb Smelts. Emma Rose Smith. Jacob Alexander Smith. Matthew Christopher Steele. Duvon Jahi Street. Isabella Victoria Strong. Thomas Frederick Venner. Wait, back up, Kyle. Kyle Vincent Valrose. Michael Kekone Van Tassel. Okay. Victoria Vlatkos. Lucy McKenna Vogel. Medina Loren Walker. Holden James Walker. Tristan Alexander Wiggins. Brianna Janae Williams. Madison Elizabeth Williams. James Austin Wood. Shenandoah Evelyn Wall. James Edward Yanovich. Rachel Lynn Zaredka. And Brent Emil Zimmerman.
Will the class of 2021 please stand? By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia and the School Board of Chesterfield County, I hereby certify that these members of the Clover Hill High School class of 2021 have fulfilled each requirement for graduation and therefore are awarded a Clover Hill High School diploma with all the rights and privileges thereunto belonging. Seniors, you may now move your tassels from the right of your cap to the left. I now proclaim you graduates of Clover Hill High School. Congratulations, and we are so proud of you. But Cavs, before you go, remember that you'll always have a home here at the Hill. But for now, as you go, remember to go boldly, go intentionally, and as always, and I need you to say it with me one more time, and everybody in the stands on 3, I need a go Cavs. 1, 2, 3, go Cavs! Hold on, guys.